Hi everybody! We were on time today. In fact, we were 5 minutes ahead of time today. So welcome along. Happy Tuesday. It's another Take 5 challenge. This time we're making a journaling card. So it's not that different, a journaling card and a tag. I was watching Tracy Fox last night and she was trying to explain exactly what a journaling card is. And it's a really wide thing. Basically, it's a square or a rectangle. So that's the description with journaling on somewhere. So that's the description that I'm going to stand by, that it's a square or a rectangle. And in my case, you'll be able to journal on the back. That's the only thing I've decided so far. The 5 items for today's challenge are ribbon. That's not lace, that's ribbon, Mr. F. Napkin. I mean, if you really wanted to get funky about using a napkin, you could use the bits that you take off the back, you know, the white bits, scrunch them all up and stick them down and put gilding wax on them or something. I'm just thinking here. Something silver. Now that is a broad category. That could be, let me think what that could be. Silver? It could be a charm. Yeah, our charms are Tibetan silver, so yes. I think Tibetan silver just means it's never seen silver in its life, but it's silver coloured. It could be embossing powder, it could be washi tape, it could be tin foil, whatever you've got that's silver that you want to include in your journaling card. Washi tape. I'm presuming that everybody's got washi tape. It's kind of one of those things that are ubiquitous to crafters. It is ubiquitous to crafters. We all collect it, and if you're anything like me, I never really use it. I have a drawer full of the stuff and I don't really bother it from one year's end to the next. And ink. Now I've put that on because we're kind of all using either to distress the edges or whatever. So that's a good starter is the ink. You can kind of breathe easy on the ink. I'm just going to distress around the edge. And ribbon as well. If you want to, you can cop out. Oh no, you can't on there. Oh no, you could. Sometimes I put 2 little holes in the corner of my journaling card and tie a bow with it. So that could be a ribbon element. But the ones that need some thinking about really are the napkin, the something silver and the washi tape. So for my napkins, I have a few napkins, as you can imagine. And, you know, people keep sending them to me and I'm very grateful because the ones I buy are all so much of a muchness. You know, they're either a rose or they're a rose, or there might be a rose. So I'm grateful to the ones that you send me because they're different and they're ones that I don't have already. But the ones I'm thinking of, well, let me tell you where I think I'm going. As you all know, I think I'm doing this 12-month journal. It'll be in 12 separate things, but bound in 4 copies. So there'll be March, April, May will be the spring, and that'll have 3 separate signatures for the months, but it'll be bound in a spring journal. But when I come to the winter, I thought, well, I might make a winter tag journaling card to go in that journal. So with that in mind, I got out this robin that I'm pretty sure I'm safe in saying Hilda sent me. Is there no sign of Hilda? What's wrong with Hilda? And this, which I got out, which I really, really like, except Mr. F says it's more like spring with the blossoms. So he's probably right. I did get others out as well. I got that one out, which I really like. This one, can't go wrong with hydrangeas, can you? I love it. And this one, which is a sort of smaller one, which one of you kind souls sent me, of the birds nesting. But that's not winter either, is it, really? So put those to one side. And I got a random treble clef out as well. I think it was attached to something else. But that's not for today. So I think I'm left with Mr. Robin, and that's fine by me. I'll work around him. So the size of my journaling card first off. going to make quite a sizable one. I've got templates for them. What's that one? Yeah, I think, yeah, that one. 6 by 4.5. I think that's a good size, isn't it? Yeah. How does my robin fit in there? The great thing with these acetate ones is you can actually see, yeah, and get all of them. I mean, that's great. Right, so I'm just going to draw around this and then cut that out, and that's going to be my journaling card. You can make yours much smaller. I wouldn't necessarily think you'd want to make it much bigger, but I have included journaling cards in my journals that are bigger than this. So, you know, whatever. Just as long as it's a rectangle or a square, that's kind of the only rule really for today. I'll just chop this out.
What, none of your fancy shapes like triangles?
No, we don't any of them triangle business. No, no, no.
Or none of them foreign hexagons?
Oh dear, no, squares and rectangles, that's what we're sticking with today. So I'll try and leave that somewhere where you can see it, but I just need to get this cut out somewhere first. So I wonder how many of you have got the list and you're off now doing it. Curious to know. Just a bit of surplus, but I'll hang on to that because it's quite thick card, this that I'm using. And I'm using it, it's coffee stained on one side because I wanted it for something else at one stage. And this was the kind of remnant that was left, really. So it's coffee stained on this side, which is going to be my back, and the other side is just bright white. It's a bit curled up, but I'm sure it'll be better. It'll be worse before it's better, as my dad used to say. Right, so I'm gonna start with the ink, and I know this is a bright white background, which is great for my decoupage, but I think that I'm going to put some gesso down. I think of decoupage and I instantly think of gesso, so I'm just kind of going to randomly put that down, and I'm going to use my little, those of you that watched yesterday's live, this is the spatula thing I had yesterday, palette knife, just hasn't made it to the sink yet to be washed. So I'm just going to take a bit of that and just randomly spread it about the place. Doesn't need to be thick. If it is, that's all right too. Just wherever. And doing it with a palette knife, you do get it more random, which is a good thing. That's what I want. And you'll see why I'm using this in a minute. It does have a purpose, apart from being a very nice thing to do. I do like applying gesso this way. So let me just, I'll put that, I've got a thing of water there for my decoupage, so I'll put that in there. Right, I'll put the gesso away. Oh, bits landing on it there, that's not good. Yeah, I'll put my gesso away out the way, clear me a bit of space on my desk. Right, I need to dry this or I can't move forward, so just bear with me a second. Okay, That's fine, good and dry. So I'm going to ink now on top of that gesso. Those of you that follow me all the time, you'll know what to expect. But for those of you that don't, you'll see that it's much more interesting when inking when you've got gesso down. So let's get my distress inks out. Look at that draw of goodness. Look at that. So I just need to, like I say, I want this to have a winter theme. And in my head, winter is kind of blues and whites, blues and silvers. See where I'm going? So in the blue camp, we have Lucky Clover. Oh, that is such a horrible colour. I hate that. Spice Marmalade, Lucky Clover, Dried Marigold. Nope. Pumice Stone. I'm dying to try that. Oh, and this one. Look at this. Hilda sent this to me. Speckled Egg. It's rare as hen's teeth. And I've also got I thought I also had the... Nope. Yeah, there it is. Speckled Egg ink and Speckled Egg oxide. Ha! You're jealous. Actually, that might be quite a nice colour to use, but I've got blue in my head. So I've got peacock feathers and faded jeans. Faded jeans is nice. It's blue, but it might be a bit too blue. It was perfect for that blue project that I did. I'm going to settle on peacock feathers. Largely because I can see there's something here that's been used for peacock feathers. So, yeah, peacock feathers it is. So, I'm just going to take my dauber, charge it up with a bit of ink, dab some of it off on the board, and then just come in around the edge. You see where the gesso isn't, you get a much darker mark, which is interesting, I think. Just makes it more interesting. Bit of texture. Can't go wrong with a bit of texture. So I'm just dragging that edge in a little bit so it doesn't look like it's just starkly finished. Oh, I've got ink there. So I'm just coming into the centre. I don't want to come too far into the centre because I've got a robin to place somewhere. I think I could just do with a little bit extra ink down here. I'm not seeing the texture with the gesso. So there you go. It's probably got too much gesso on it. If you leave it, so the darker places are where there's no gesso, lighter areas are where there is some gesso. So you can gauge for yourself how much not that I'm saying you're going to do this, but you can gauge for yourself how much gesso you want to use. And that's the kind of effect that you get there. Okay. I like that. I like that as a background a lot, actually. So wipe that excess ink up. Right, so the next thing is, well, for my something special, just to spill the beans here, I'm going to use a stamp and I'm going to use some silver embossing powder. I wasn't exactly sure what form it was going to be in, but I found this corner stamp. It was in with the Christmas stamps. I can't see as how it's Christmassy at all. But I'm thinking that I'm going to put it sort of along there and along there. I'll tell you, before I do that, I'm going to cut the ends up and cut round the corners on my card. It's beginning to annoy me. It's quite thick, this card, so it's taking a bit of chewing through. Yeah, okay. Right, so what I'm going to do is, could you pass me a bit of paper, please? I seem to have not have any paper. Thank you, my love. So I'm just going to fold that in half, and that's going to be my catch-it sheet for the embossing powder. Take the lid off that so I'm ready to rock. Can maybe do something a little bit softer under there to stamp on, but never mind, we'll be okay. What am I doing here? Yeah, ink. So I'm going to stamp my stamps and put my embossing powder on them. That's what's going to happen. So I'm just going to use this same peacock feathers. You can use stays on. Actually, for those of you that watch, those of you that watch Julie's Camellia's Crafts Design, you'll have seen that she did a comparison between VersaFine and Stays On, and it was amazing, the difference. The VersaFine, and it wasn't a particularly detailed stamp, but the VersaFine was way better. So I'm going to just try and get that square in the corner there. Try and make a decent stamp of it, although you guys know stamping is not my forte. That's a bit juicy, never mind. I think that's what you get with distress inks, actually. They're not the best for stamping with, despite what Tim tells you. So make sure you've got all the excess bits off. Take a paintbrush to it if you want to. Just get all the excess gone. That wasn't clever, was it? I've taken it off the bottom of my stamp. Oh, that's all right. Phew. Right, there we go. That's okay. So one more stamp at the top and then we'll do it. We'll do the magic. This peacock feathers is gorgeous. It's fantastic for boho journals, I think, which is why I bought it initially, for that purpose. And this one's going to go, well, same but opposite corner. So I'm trying to get it fairly square if I can. It's not too bad, I don't think.
Camellia Craft Design says her ears keep burning.
Haha, I keep talking about you, Julie. All good things, nothing bad. I've not got a bad word to say about you.
Say bye to Jean, she's got to go for a checkup at the doctor's.
Oh, Jean, bye. Hope you get on all right. It's never my favourite, going for a checkup. You always get the, well, you know, you need to lose weight. Yes, I know that, actually.
It's when they put you up on the ramp and check your brake lines.
I had some tweezers somewhere hereabouts, but... oh, here they are. As if by magic. Right, I'm just going to do this. There we go. It's like magic, isn't it, when it goes? It's the simple things in life. There we go. So I hope you can see that. It's glistening away nicely. And that is my ink and my something silver. Right. Oh, I believe I'm finished with this. I'll put the ink away. Could I give you that just to rinse off? It's just really mushy and blocksy, inky as well. Right, okay, so something silver. This embossing powder is called Heated Up. Embossing powder silver. More than that, can't tell you. Don't say anything more. Heated Up. Good advice, really. Okay, washi tape. Well, I'm a bit nervous of this one because I'm not really a washi tape user. But anyway, let's get the washi tape drawer out so you can have a look with me and see what we think. They're obviously not washi tape. They're Jen. They're for Jen. Poor Jen's probably at work. Right, so let's just see what the size of this problem. So I've got that box and I don't think there's... Oh, there's silver there. Oh, there's silver there, look. That's a nice silver. That's a real silver. It's like tin foil. I'll lay that out. That might be just the job. That's silver also. It's probably a bit wider. It's more like glitter silver. Probably a bit too wide for what I've got in mind. It's a bit of a blacky sort of silver. Purple. That's that colour, but it's plain. I'll leave that out. That might be a possibility. That's those Tim Holtz fabric ones. They're gorgeous. That's some sunflower stuff that I bought for Leslie's journal. Nice as well. These ones are gorgeous. They're like fabric. I've got 2 of those. Come in a 2-pack. Beautiful. I love those. And then these that are from my good friend Ali. My good friend Ali made me so laugh. They come in these boxes, and I mean, I think it's the box actually rather more than anything else that I love. But look at them. Look at that. Can you see it? Need to hold a bit of white paper behind it so you can't see it. Look at that. See all the leaves and everything. It's beautiful, isn't it? Hasn't got a place, I don't think, in our journaling card today, and you're probably sick of me waffling on. That's the green one. Comes in blue, but I don't think I've opened it yet. No, it's a new one. And pink as well. So they're just gorgeous. Anyway, back to the problem in hand. No, that's too blue. That would have been alright if we'd done faded jeans. That's a bit not right. It's a bit blue. Right, so down to this box. You can see there's some turquoises in here. Yeah, right. Well, that's silver and white. Quite nice. That's a sort of glittery... Oh, it's the right colour. There's some turquoises. There's this that one of you kind folks sent me. It's just a bit blue. It's like mermaid scales. It's glittery. It's lovely. And whoever sent me that also sent me this. That purple one there with the stars on. Lovely. Thank you. They are the sort of washes I would use. And then there's some silvers down here, but they're just the same as that one over there. So I'll leave out those ones that we've got. I've also got these Tim Holtz design tape, he calls them. You couldn't call it washi tape, could you? And they're gorgeous. I mean, they're no good for what we want, but they're really, really nice. If you're doing botanicals or mushrooms or anything like that, they're just the job. That one came out of it as well, actually. Right, so that is my washi drawer. You're now acquainted with my washi drawer. I'll put my big fat gems away. They don't live, well, they do live in there because they haven't really got anywhere else to live. Okay, so the story of the washi is this or this. I quite like both. Seeing as we're going silver, let's go whole hog silver, shall we? The thing about washi tape is it really very seldom sticks. Oh, this feels like it might. So I'm gonna put it coming to the other corner. I haven't really got a top and a bottom. But I'm just gonna, where's my little 6-inch one? This one. I'm just gonna put this over the edge, see where that comes to, which is 3/8, and then I'm just gonna move that down to there so that I can get my washi on straight, because as you all know, I have not got a straight eye. So I'm just gonna bring that down from the thing that we stamped, the embossing, in other words, just straight down there, down the side of that ruler. Wow, that is bright. That really is bright. Let's just chop that off there. Has anybody done one yet? Not that we're doing a challenge, I'd rather you watched me, to be honest, but I just had visions of somebody doing it. Right, so let's put that one on there, and that's 2/8, so I'll leave that there. That's where I want this to be. Seem to be awfully cack-handed today. Put that one there. Bring that right across to the corner. Lovely jubbly. Cut that one off. Okay, so do I want it on here and here? That's the question, isn't it? Or do I want it like that with that at the top? No, I'm going to make a whole frame. It says washi, I'm going to use it. Never going to use it again, so I might as well. So down from where the stump stops, or starts, whichever way you care to look at it. And I'm following the edge of my ruler so that I'm going to get this straight. There we go. Yeah, this is, I think it's got to be the brightest washi that I've got. I didn't even know I had it, mind you, but it really is bright. You need your glasses on, your sunglasses, to look at this. But that's okay. Can if you want. That's kind of 2.5, just to be awkward. Where's the end? I'm not going to put any additional glue on with this. I mean, I might in the fullness of time, but it does seem to be sticking really, really well, which is unusual for washi tape. That's kind of what puts me off it, really. You've got to glue it on and all that fuss. There we go.
To be fair to it, that is how it's designed, though.
Yeah, it is designed to be a release tape, definitely. Definitely is. Right, so that's ink, stamp, and ink, washi, and something silver. I'm just going to buff my washi down and shine it up. There we go. Because this feels like it wants to stay there fairly permanently. I'll have another look at it tomorrow just in case it's decided to change its idea on life, but there we go. You aren't seeing this, but I am. It is. Look at it. Should have been doing this yesterday on the holiday easy peasy one. Right, so let's just have a look here. I've got something silver, I've got washi, and I've got ink. So that leaves ribbon and napkin. Okay, that's all right. We can do this. Where is my napkin? Oh, here it is. Right, so I want the robin. Oh, I'll get quite a lot of him. I'm going to tear this along here where the robin is, so I can sort of see where I'm going to. You all amazed me last week posting your version of the Take 5 challenge. Oh, Mr. F and myself, both of us, honestly, we were amazed. At the amount of you that had a go at it, but the variance, given that it's the same 5 items and you were all making a tag, I couldn't believe the variation. It's so heartwarming for us to see that, that you were all collaborating, doing this challenge that I'd set you. We were delighted. We still are delighted, and I hope that as many of you have a go at this one this week. Mr. F's coming up with some devious plans on how to choose the items that we use, just so I can't be accused of having time to forward plan. He's thinking of putting them into a hat and pulling them out. What do you think of that idea, guys? That would certainly put me on the spot. Right, so he's going to go there. I've got room for quite a bit of holly there, actually. He sort of sits more like that, actually, but... right, I need to take some of that off. That's fine, I think. I'll just turn it around, it's just easier for me because I'm left-handed. Needs to come up just a touch because I'm in that silver bit down the bottom. Is everybody all right, Mr. F?
I believe so. I think they must be all watching intently.
Oh, they've been quiet.
Relatively quiet, I would say.
Right, so that's all of that off, really. Might just need to take another little bit off the bottom of here. I don't want to cover the stamp up, that's the thing. I don't want it to look too sort of square either, but the napkin is going to stretch ever so little when I put the glue on it, and even now it's too big, so I'm just going to go down by that robin's tail there. I'm going to save these berries because I think they might come in useful for some other Christmas type adventures. Yeah. How does he look? Looks all right. Yeah, I'm saving these berries. People don't understand. They think you have an illness. As if we have. I mean, of course we don't have an illness. We just collect. We hoard stuff, all right? And then when it comes to the time, that you need to use maybe something like that, you don't even know you've got it. Since we tidied up there a couple of weeks ago, and I've been saying things to Mr. F like, well, if I had such a thing, I could do that. Well, we did have some. I saw them when we cleaned up, and he'll go and get them. Never seen them before in my life. Oh dear. Right, the collage medium I'm using is Tim Holt's Distress Collage Medium. At the moment, it's the best that I'm using. The only other one that I personally would recommend is the Fusion Furniture Paint Decoupage and Transfer Gel. That is also excellent and works out cheaper than the Tim Holtz Distress. Matte medium is brilliant if you've got matte medium. I'm out of matte medium at the minute. It's really good. That's what I would recommend. So I don't put anything under my decoupage. I put all the glue on the top, and I start from the centre and just go out, making sure I've got plenty product on my brush, because it's when your brush runs out of product, that's when it tears the napkin, because as long as there's liquid on there, it reduces the friction. So working from the centre out, like so. Making sure, as I say, critically, that you have enough product on your brush.
Stay lubricated, ladies.
Stay lubricated at all times. I'm going to kind of ignore that because it could be construed as pervy. So there we are. We've got our glue everywhere over it, and then what I do is try and get the lid on that. Get some cling film. I know you call it different things in different countries. We call it cling film, and just place that over the top quite tautly. And
it's saran wrap, isn't it, in the States?
Yeah, I don't know what they call it in Australia or the Netherlands or anywhere, so that's why I'm sticking with cling film. And just don't press too hard, because you can still tear it at this stage actually, but just with the sort of flat of your hand, just ease out any wrinkles that there may be. Of course, there probably won't be because you're all professionals, but sometimes you do get wrinkles. And then just pull that off slowly. Don't pull it off like an elastoplast, otherwise it'll pull your decoupage off with it. So there we are, flat as a blooming pancake. Now what I'm just going to do is go around here and get rid of that glue that's gone onto my washi tape, because it's dulling it down. So I want to just get rid of that glue off there. So I don't want dulled down washi, it's not what I want. It's little things like this, attention to detail all the time. That's what you need to be thinking about. There we are. Okay. So you can see it's coming together. It's coming together quite nicely actually, I quite like it. So I can knock off napkin. Right, ribbon. Well, I did lay these out before. They're quite obviously bows in ribbon, and I thought that I was bound to be using something that either turquoise, pink or cream would go with, because that's just about everything I ever do. But let's have a look at this turquoise one. Would that go up there? I'm blinding myself with this blooming washi tape, I tell you. I can hardly see what I'm doing. I think that might go up there. That's quite nice actually. I'll leave that there for the time being. And the other thing that I thought I might use, put that in the water, is flowers. Flowers. Where are you? In there? No. This one. Buttons and embellishments. Have a look through this with me, ladies. I hope I'm not boring you with the contents of my drawers. Mr. F's just snorted in laughter.
I was just laughing at the size of your drawers and the variety of them.
Yeah, well, Marks and Spencer's do a fair few. Right, so let's have a look. I've got these from Hobbycraft. I always have these in my own stock because I use them quite a lot. quite like these little ones though. They might, yeah, they mightn't they? I mean, they're quite nice as well. Could have like one larger one and some smaller ones. I'll leave them out. They're a definite positively maybe. These little ones, same as the others, but in cream. They're really useful. These are really useful from Hobbycraft, and they're not dear either.
The book vandal shop says thank you for sharing.
Oh,
Turned out lovely.
thank you. These ones, pinky. No, these came from Jean. It's a shame Jean's just gone actually, because I'd like her to have seen that I've got them, and they're lovely. This lovely pack, but they're kind of pinks and apricots, so I'll leave them where they are. No, they're a bit, I don't know, I'll leave them out actually. There might be some lovely hydrangea stickers. Oh, I love those, but not for this project. What's in here? Yeah, well, ooh, they might go. They might be just the job. Oh, what do you think of that? Oh, I like these. Yeah, these may well be the winner. Yeah. Can see them. Can see them on my... I'll leave them out then as well. Is everybody complaining because I'm going through my drawers and taking too long?
I don't believe so.
I've got these, but I've got quite a lot in turquoise, all right? I like turquoise. Those little buttons might look quite nice in the centre of these flowers. So if I'm using them, I'll leave those buttons out. This is all glitzy stuff, some of which came from Lynn Whitman that are tipped into my box that I already had. I think Lynn sent me these sort of ones, and loads of others. She sent me lots and lots. Are there any turquoise ones? That's the question.
Flo's got to go.
Oh, sorry, Flo. It was nice while it lasted. I liked having you here. Don't know, what do you think of these? You'll see the results of my dithering later on. Actually, that's quite nice. But no, come on.
I've got to use a ribbon.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to use a bow, I think. I've just found some purple bows, some white bows, and some green bows. Suffragette colours. Lots of buttons, some boho beads that someone sent me that I'm treasuring. I'm absolutely treasuring those. Charm Lynn Whitman sent me. Oh, some gold coloured bows as well. Oh, I was thinking, that might be a better colour than that kind of pasty one. Let's get this out. Julie, if you're still here, never again will I call you a ditherer, all right? I just won't. It won't happen, girl. Yeah, so what about that there? That might be kind of the right colour. What do you think, guys? I'll try and get one that isn't twisted.
Julie says she can tell you shop in the same places.
Just going through my drawers look like going through yours. This hasn't got a bead on. Some of them got pearls in the centre. This one hasn't, and I like it better, so that's fine. Yeah, I think that's going there, and that's my ribbon then ticked off, which is everything. I've now used everything that I was supposed to use. But I'm going to put these flowers somewhere. Well, either these ones or those ones. So if I put that one right in the corner, I have that one sort of there. And this one coming out this way, maybe. I don't know. There's a possibility, isn't it? It's just these now look a little bit pale compared to that. So now I'm thinking about these ones. Bear with, girls, bear with. Just this size. I don't think I
Some
need...
we're having to bear with because it was lagging at YouTube end.
Was it?
But I think we're back now.
Naughty YouTube.
But we haven't dropped any frames, so it's not us.
All right, okay. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? That's better. I like that better. So let's go into the little ones as well. It says there's 60 of these little ones in here. No reason to doubt it. No reason to count them either. Let's go for the lighter coloured ones, shall we? They feel like mulberry paper. That's what they feel like. Trying not to just build a wall around it. Yeah, that might be quite nice. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Do you like them better than them? Yeah, I think I do actually. Thinking about it, I think I do. But do I want the darker one? One of these, a darker one? Yeah. 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 I'm beginning to sound like you now, Julie. I can hear your voice in my head.
One of many.
Yeah, you're in good company. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. So, it's time for a bit of glue. It's debatable which way is the right way of that. I think probably stumbled over that somewhat. Julie says something that really amuses me. She said, I wonder what I'd say if I could talk. Oh dear. Yeah, that's going up there. Yeah, let's get that stuck on. So I'm using a fair bit of Fabri-Tac on the back of this. Could use a hot glue gun if you've got one out and revved up and ready to go. I don't, so I'm using Fabri-Tac. I'm sticking onto a really shiny surface, so it might not stick. I might have to get these 6000 out, but I'll just clip that on there and give it a bit of advice on what it wants to do. So I've got the same problem here really. I'm gluing onto this really shiny washi tape. So I'll go all out on the Fabri-Tac. Oh, I'm dying to see what you're going to make of the of this challenge this week, to be honest. So I'm just going to pop that right in the intersection. I think I might have to come back with these ones and put E6000 on them, but let's see how we go. So I think this is a sort of journaling card that I could use in my the winter part of my year journal. I'm so gluey and inky, it's horrible. Pop that one down in there. Okay, I don't think I can do any more. I think that's me finished. I think that is my journaling card. So I hope you like it. There you go. I hope you like it, and more than that, doesn't matter whether you like mine or not, that's an irrelevance really.
Checklist.
Yeah, I hope that you have a go yourself. So let's just make sure that I have complied with the rules. Journaling card, yes. Ribbon, yes. Not very much of it, but doesn't have to be. Napkin, yes. Something silver, yes and yes. Washi tape, yes. Ink, yeah. There you go. There you go, guys. There's your list. Get cracking. Please post what you've done on the on my Facebook group, and that's Miss Paintalot's Junk Journal group on Facebook. If you're not a member already, please pop over and we'll join you up. You'll be very, very welcome. You really will be. This last week, it's been amazing, the people that have posted there. It was a tag last week, and Mr. F and myself have been really heartened to see that, and I thank each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And don't be silly like you're not going to post it because it's not good enough. That doesn't happen in our group. It's not even a thought. So, if you've done it, post it, let's all see, and we'll all support you, and we'll all say nice things, and you'll feel great, and so will I feel great. So thanks for joining me. Mr. F will be along before the weekend to show you how to take small images, cut them out, and make them into bigger images on Word. And I'll see you on Saturday. Thanks for joining me today. I've loved your company. Sorry that YouTube was playing up a bit, but that's the kind of way it is. And I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.
Bye. Take care.